Oh, dude. Oh, dude, he's so fucking good.
He got goosebumps.
Lyrically, it's so good. Like,
I wanted all of you, baby. You only gave me a piece. I was out here working for us, baby, but then you decided to leave. You kept me stuck on the leaves. Now it was all just a dream.
it's so good.
May God bless
The Unqualified Gurus Podcast. I am Oscar, and this is Danny.
This song does not let me wrong. Like, I don't miss.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Unqualified Gurus Podcast. I am Oscar.
This is Danny.
And this is your favorite podcast. You know,
it is my favorite podcast.
It's not a free debate. It's like, you know, we made a unanimous decision and you guys lost. This is now your favorite.
You weren't here for the vote, so
yeah.
you get to lose.
Yeah. Well, you know, this is like our
now I know why Tony doesn't like guests.
why
This spot is freaking comfortable, and everybody's like, "Hey, we want to go back to the podcast. They want to sit here."
Yeah,
Wow,
that is a very
crazy.
comfy spot.
Yeah, this is quite good.
Well, I like having guests. You know,
Me too.
Because sometimes
too.
they bring us really good drinks, and you know, I like trying different stuff.
This is true. I mean,
Yeah, and today we're drinking. We're starting off with our drinks first because we're alcoholics and we're thirsty. This is our second episode of the day. You guys know that. You guys are returning. Like, you guys know what's up.
And you might be like, "Wait, isn't there supposed to be a third guy?" We kicked him off because
We got tired of him.
Yeah, we were like, "Bro, we only have 2 beers, so you need to leave." No, that did not happen.
We're back again with the Austin Eastciders.
Austin Eastcider, sponsored by Tony, who's not here today. Thank you, Tony.
Yeah, he paid for him and we kicked him out.
Yeah.
And this is the original dry cider, which I assume is like their flagship drink. So let's go ahead and give this a shot.
Let's try it out.
Let's go. That's good.
Yeah,
Dude,
these are very good ciders.
Austin Eastciders, literally like fuck any other cider.
Yeah,
Can I cuss already?
It's been
I feel like it's
40
been-
seconds.
You-
You can cuss all you want now, cousin.
Yeah, you know, last episodes we were like talking about the baseball game and we were all excited and like we literally witnessed, like, you know, by the time we ended we were still up,
Right.
and like right when we finished, turned out we lost.
We lost. Yeah.
So, you know, obviously we got to give the teams their props. So look at this. Oh, my bad. Wrong image. Shout out Japan.
Shout out to Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I mean, they were undefeated.
They did good,
they
and
freaking amazing.
remember they did really good in the World Cup.
Yeah,
they beat
oh,
Germany.
you're right. They had a great year for sports.
Japan was like the underdog. They were just beating everyone. And then, well, they had one.
Well, on baseball, by no means, like literally undefeated.
Right.
So, you know, shout out to them. That's pretty cool. I just really, really liked this image, and I want to show you guys. You know who that is?
I've seen the meme so many times, but I don't know who he is.
I knew you didn't know who this was.
Maybe I know who he is.
You're gonna know who he is.
Boy, if I hear his name, I'll be like, oh, it's that guy. It's Shaquille O'Neal.
No. You're right. He is a basketball player.
Oh, he is?
Probably one of the most famous basketball players on the planet.
The name is right here. Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, no.
He's not the most. No.
He was one of them for sure. I'm just gonna.
Dime.
It's Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. Yeah, that was. I couldn't remember.
Like that would have been my next guess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, Danny.
I'm so sorry, everybody.
Big chungus.
You're not here to see me. Well, maybe you are, to see me embarrass myself. Oh, big chug. I was gonna grab a cookie.
I'm ready to rate him. I don't think it's better than the one we had the other day.
The peach one.
Oh,
The peach one was good.
That was
The
so
peach
good.
one was really
But this
good.
is still fucking bomb.
It's not bad.
So I'm still gonna give it a really high score. I'm gonna give it a 4.
I can agree to that. I'm gonna give it a 4 as well.
Go.
So if you like ciders, but you don't like them to be too bitter,
or sour.
Austin ciders. Got your back.
Eastcider,
Yeah.
so you mixed
Yeah,
it up.
It messed me up. I'm all messed up today. And we got cookies still from last episode. So if you don't know what we're talking about, go check it out. We got some crumble cookies.
Yeah, they're bomb. I love
So
them.
either crumble cookies or Austin Eastciders if you want to sponsor this podcast.
Yeah.
You know where we at.
So today we're gonna be talking a lot about musicians.
Not those guys.
So there's two. Well, wait. There's actually 3 musicians I want to talk about today.
3 musicians.
Yeah. So we can leave the best.
Is
for
you
last.
one of them? Oh, you're the last one.
No.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But no. So you have the option to pick. Okay.
Okay.
One is Puerto Rico's sweetheart, the Bad Bunny.
Okay.
Then we have the anti-Semitic loser Kanye West.
Okay.
So, well, maybe not so anti-Semitic.
Oh, we're leaving the third one at the end.
Yeah, third one at the end. So
let's go with Bad Bunny. First. Let's go with the bad first.
Let's go. Oh, why?
Well, he's Bad Bunny.
Well, I mean, both are pretty bad.
In different measures.
Like the situation. I love Bad Bunny. Okay.
Oh, he did something bad.
Yeah. So, Bad Bunny is being sued by his ex-girlfriend.
That part,
dude. Let's see how much. I think she's asking for like $4 million. 40 million. Oh my god.
Good number. Good number.
I've always wondered like how you calculate damages that lead you to talk about that much. Well, he makes a ton of money, so maybe that's how.
Who knows? I remember we were talking. I don't remember who I was talking with. I think it was my friend Miguel. We were talking about like whenever you harm someone else's property.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, like for example, like I think there was, I don't know if it was Germany or some other country, but like if you kill someone's chicken by accident, you not only have to replace the chicken, but you have to pay for the chicken and how many eggs the chicken could have potentially yielded, or something like that. Like at what point do you stop the cutoff? Like, yeah, because then you could say, well, that chicken would have 2 little chicks who would have grown to be chickens, and then you know what I mean. So it's like, at what point do you be like, bro, like
you owe me a chicken square,
bro. Chicken square. So yeah, it's interesting how they might measure this.
Yeah, but this one actually, like, whenever we talk about this, is because of a copyright claim. So it says the lawsuit states that De La Cruz's distinguishable voice also is being used without her consent on the song, records, promotion, worldwide concerts. So whenever you pay for the rights for a song, you always have to pay for it if you're going to use it for live concerts. If you want to use it for commercial licensing,
you have to specify.
Yeah, so that's what makes copyright so great in the sense to protect yourself,
the creator.
You know, so this one's a little weird because I think she said that she didn't want it on there. So it's even worse for Bad Bunny's claim, because it's like you get to a point where you're like, you feel like you can get away with it, and that nothing's
So you
happen.
think what? You think he used it because it was like, oh, it's my girlfriend, so I'm gonna use it. But now she's ex-girlfriend, and now she's like, well, screw that guy.
Yeah. So I don't know when they broke up. I don't keep up with any of that. But for it to be a case, I'm pretty sure they were probably broken up before.
Well, I'm guessing it doesn't matter if they're broken up or not, as far as the law goes.
You're right. She
I'm just saying,
even if they were together.
I'm saying that she's deciding to pursue it because maybe.
No, so that's what I was trying to lead to. I think they've been broken up for a while. I think this came out afterwards. I don't think like it was done in like
it's like a retaliation.
Yeah.
You left me.
I don't think that was the case. I think she specified that she didn't want to be a part of the song and they didn't respect her choice.
Okay,
which makes it harder. So I was like, oh, let's listen to what part they're talking about. I wanted to play it, and we can be the judges. Yeah, we can decide how much he owes her.
She's gonna copyright us.
I was gonna make that joke. As soon as I played it, I was gonna be like, hopefully she doesn't claim us.
Bright Minds, what is it? Bright Minds Think Alike, or whatever.
The song is called 2016.
2016.
Bad Bunny, baby.
That's
it.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. The worst part is like, like
now if you do not see or hear the
claimed.
song, it's because we got claimed. So FYI, go look it up.
Yeah.
But we hope you did.
2016. I guess we could look up when the song came out, because if it's the song, why would the song be called 2016?
Let's see. I given how. Well.
Oh no, it's in Un Verão.
2022.
Yeah, it was okay. So it was, I think it would have been
last year.
Yeah, it could have been after the breakup. I don't know how long ago they've been broken up for.
No idea.
Well,
I was gonna say. I mean, sure. I didn't see why not.
Yeah,
give her the money.
Of course,
because whenever
she's gonna get the writing credit for sure.
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah,
I mean,
40 million is a lot.
What do we know? What Bad Bunny's worth is?
A lot. He literally like I think he broke like records for the most attendees at shows, and that's where they make the real money at.
So over 1 billion? Do you think?
Or probably getting close to it. He's probably getting real close to it. Let's do it. Like these things are always fake. Bad Bunny.
Net worth right there. The second one. Yeah, there you go. Net worth. It says.
What? This is stupid. This is saying 20 million. No way in hell.
That's not even enough to pay the ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, no, that makes no sense. No, that's ridiculous. Yeah.
No, that's too.
No, I'm sorry, but no, you this is absolutely wrong. Like knowing how rappers talk about everything and seeing like the amount of success that he's been garnering, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
This is like way off. This is like no, I'm sorry.
We'll see. We'll look it up and then we'll report later. Oh yeah. There you go. Yeah, okay. You can ask him.
Yeah. Well, I
was just gonna say like sometimes you put a little bit of a song in a whole podcast and that's enough to
take all of it.
Take the whole thing. She's kind of applying the same thing.
The guy Juice WRLD, he was a really really famous like back when like in the emo rap was taking off. He made a song sampling one of Sting's song, which is Sting is like an old school I guess you would say like rock music. Mm-hmm. And because they sampled the melody, he had to give over like 70% of the song.
70%.
So this song blew him to like made his whole career because it was like his first hit, and 70% was going to Sting. Something like that. It was like a gigantic number went to Sting. So that's how damaging like the copyright thing can be.
But at least you could say at least he got the fame.
Oh yeah,
from it. So now he can capitalize on the fame he already garnered.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, like everybody knows, like for as far as rap music goes, like the money's on touring. So and I'm pretty sure it's probably the same thing with like rock music, but with that one was because Sting wouldn't clear it unless he gets the number he wants. Mm-hmm. So it's literally like you don't get the song with the melody, which is the reason you wanted the song, unless you give me what I ask you for. Mm-hmm. So with this, it's like either he can probably remove it, but it's been up since like last year, so it'll probably have to be like retroactive, payment. And I mean at that point, release it without her.
Yeah, and then I don't know. At that point, you already lost that money because the whole year you have to pay it back anyways.
Yeah, so who knows? This one will be curious to see where it goes.
It stings, but.
I got you, bro. Yeah, because there's one Olivia Rodrigo. She's like a younger girl. Like she's been like popping like as of late.
Okay.
I forgot. Well, maybe she's been like popular for like 2-3 years by now. But she made a song called I think Deja Vu. It's really popular.
I've heard that name.
Really popular.
Okay.
So
maybe on the radio.
Her guitar pattern follows the melody to Paramore's Misery Business. So it's like they ended up having to give Hayley Williams writing credits. And I think she got like her first like I don't know if it was platinum. It was like her first like gigantic one off of that.
Do you think we'll ever run out of patterns?
I don't know. It's a tough one because it's so easy to change a fraction of something to change like a whole melody, and it's like there's so many instruments that could be added on top of stuff. It's like an infinite amount. Maybe eventually, like million years out down the road after like being.
But you mentioned infinite amounts, so you see like tons and tons out there. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And the thing is like there's a difference between like like there's keys that are used and people will be like, oh, it sounds the same, but it's just like the key. But the thing is that, like, no, it's not just about how it sounds. It's about the pattern, like the melody that is taken, which is what can be copywritten. Mm-hmm. All right. And apparently, like, even like there's lyrics that you can take from someone else and like use them, but like in a different melody. And it's another form of like it has its own word. It's not necessarily like copyright. Mm-hmm. So it's like we'll see what happens because I think a big case was going around that the K-pop people. I think one of the group is called Blackpink. Mm-hmm. Literally, like took like lyrics straight out of I want to say Biggie Smalls. I couldn't think of the name because he goes by like the Notorious B.I.G. or like like it like took like lyrics straight out of him and like used it on that one, and then there was like another artist, like 3 different like accounts that they just took the lyrics straight out of it. And the thing is, like, you're using their likeness to your song.
Right.
So I wonder how that works. Like, are they paying like the artists the same way that copyright's being paid?
Right.
So I'm, we're not here to teach a lesson on copyright.
Right,
so I don't know.
Right. That's for next episode. So subscribe.
Yeah, for sure. So you ready for Kanye West?
Let's go.
Let's go. You think this is gonna be a positive story?
You're very happy. You're very happy.
He's been out of the loop for a couple months now, I think. You
think he's bored and that's why he's back in the loop? No? Maybe?
Maybe he's not being talked about, so it could be. So I think it was Saturday morning. I was scrolling through Instagram, and I came across somebody like one of the news channels who re-uploaded this post, and it's Kanye West who posted the cover of 21 Jump Street, and it says, "Watching Jonah Hill in 21 Jump Street made me like Jewish people again." It's like, no one should take anger against one or two individuals and transform it into hate towards millions of innocent people. Okay, look, at that point, it's a fine post. Fine,
Okay.
And then it goes, no Christian can be labeled anti-Semitic knowing Jesus is a Jew. Which at that point, it like rewriting history is like, we're the first Jews, so we can't be Jewish. I mean, we can't hate Jews.
You can be Jews.
So it's just like, you were almost there. You're almost there. Like, you don't have to mention everything about you, but whatever. He ends it with, thank you, Jonah Hill. I love you. Okay, I saw this and I'm like, this cannot be real. So, being the journalist I am, I went to his Instagram and it was there. And I was just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Dude, Luda like it. I don't know. That's some.
No, that's a photographer. Yeah. Dude, this post is so fucking ridiculous. Can you imagine?
So I watched 21 Jump Street, but is he saying that just because the actor is Jewish?
Yes.
Or is there something Jewish in the movie? I don't remember.
Jonah Hill is a popular Jewish.
Okay.
Like, he talks about it a lot, like in his art.
Okay.
But the thing is, Jonah Hill. Kanye.
If anyone would have fixed him, who would you think would have been other than him?
He would have been Jonah Hill.
Yeah, who else?
I first remember when I first watched Superbad and was like, wow. Like, this man is going to change the world.
Yeah.
He's going to impact one of the world's biggest artists in very, very impactful ways.
Y mira.
Yeah. Dude.
With a movie that came out years ago.
Dude, this is fucking ridiculous. And the thing is, like, dude, there's movies that show the horrors that went on because of the Holocaust and like everything that's happened. And you choose to change your mind
movie?
because of a fucking comedy?
It tells you how far comedy can take us.
Wow, dude. Let's go.
If you're not here for that, I don't know what are you here for?
Yeah, dude. If this isn't like the greatest content you've seen all month, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, you've watched too much. I don't know.
Not enough. Not enough gurus. Okay,
enough gurus.
Look, if you agree with us, like, do you think this movie is as impactful as Kanye West is making it out to be?
Did you stop your anti-Semitism after watching 21 Jump Street?
Yeah, I especially loved how Jonah Hill, an adult, fell in love with a high schooler.
Yeah. That's what did it for you?
As a joker. Look, I'm not saying it was a bad movie because I thought it was funny. It was good. I like Channing Tatum whenever he acts. He's doing like his comedic himbo like act.
Mm-hmm.
So
it was a good movie. I think it was better than the second one.
Yeah. But the second one is my name's Jeff.
Oh, that's the one.
And that sparked the whole.
I barely remember the story
on the second one.
Both. I kind of forgot what it. I know that it's like they're trying to figure out like drug dealings in the school.
They're trying to stop it from leaving that one school to going mainstream.
Because they found like a weird drug or something. Right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that movie changed Kanye's life. Do you think he can come back into the normal society again, or should we still keep him banned?
Who's we?
we. Like the non-Jewish Mexican guys.
Good way to put it.
Yeah, exactly. Should we lift the band?
I wonder.
Should I call my people?
Call them. Let them know. They can start listening to Jesus is King again. Or what's the album called? What was the album Tony liked?
I think he likes College Dropout or My Dark.
He said there was one where he was like back in high school and he thought it was the best album ever.
It's probably the Twisted Dark Fantasy.
Okay, well,
I don't care. I don't like Kanye, and like I was right about him all along, and I just love how.
You didn't like him as a person or as a creator?
I never liked his voice, so like his music never appealed to me.
Okay.
So I never bothered like actually checking him out.
Right.
But you could always see that he was a fucking asshole.
He always seemed very egocentric.
Yes.
Like, I'm the best person ever. You should bow to me when I walk on the street.
So something about that just like rubbed me the wrong way for forever. And then I was like, he hates Jewish people. I was right.
Yeah.
Like I had.
You're like, thank you, Jews.
Took it out my bingo card there.
Yeah, no, I mean, me too. I never really checked out his music. I never really care about like who was singing what. To me, it was more like, oh, I heard that song. It sounds cool. I'll save it. But I don't have any saved from him.
In a fair world, like you'd be able to separate it. But I think there's some people who
well, I'm saying
who you just can never listen to again because of what they've done.
Right, but like I'm talking about like, you know, he's been around for a long time. I'm saying since back in the day, I there isn't a song that I never was like, oh, this is this artist. I'm gonna go check out that music because of that artist. It was more of, oh, I heard this song being played in the radio or by a friend. Or
yeah. You were more of like a
casual.
listener.
Yeah, so for me, it's like, okay, I heard that one. I liked it. I saved it. So I don't have any saved songs of him. So then my question is, have I not given the chance to hear his out?
You think
or
you
just
think
never
if you were to listen to it, you'd be like a big Kanye stan if you did?
No, because I don't do that with any of the other artists except Overt.
Oh,
yeah, that one.
Yeah. Well, there's another great artist that we're gonna listen to in a bit. You know.
At first, when you said there was we're leaving the best for the last, I wasn't sure what it was, but I think I now know.
Can you want to go ahead and take some guess?
It is actually a guest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Previous guest.
Yeah, it's a previous guest.
It's actually like a mixture of two previous guests and like a Houston up and coming artist. Surprisingly,
really?
Yeah. So
tell me more about it.
I'll play it for you. So let me tell you how this came about. All right. Originally, our boy Tony G. You know, let's give it up to Tony G. Right. Tony G.
The beer guru.
Yes.
By the way.
Tony G had reached out to Sam Knight, which is a rapper from Houston. He sang the chorus to "How About Them Stros," which is a big song during the World Series after they won. He had a song, I think, is with Paul Wall, and Paul Wall.
I think it was Paul Wall.
Yeah,
I remember that name.
So Tony G reached out to him and he's like, "Hey," he's like, "collab with me," and he got a song with him. But at the end of it, he didn't like his verse enough to put it out with him. So he asked our other guest, Young Choppa, to be on the freaking verse. And, dude, I'm biased because they're my boys, but
our boys.
Our boys.
I mean, you're musicians. You hang out more with them, but
I think Young Choppa smoked like
he spanked it.
He spanked Sam Knight. Okay, look, Sam Knight is an established musician. He should be better than your average local rapper.
Right.
Okay, but I saw them perform this one live. That one time I went out to that bar with them, and I think he did way better. So technically, it's a Tony G song, but imagine him as DJ Khaled.
Okay, yeah, like the producer kind of thing. Is that what they was calling it?
Yeah, I think he would be called the producer. So he produced this song for them.
Let's go.
Yeah, so I think we can just go ahead and we're not gonna get claimed. I think it's Tony, so I think we're good.
I mean, it'll automatically claim us. Then we'll harass him to let
us out. Yeah, because he's the one that's like, dude, the song's about to come out, so you gotta let me know. Like, he's like, do you guys want to show them the song? And I'm like, I feel like we're on the very good, like it's going smoothly, you know. Podcast stuff. Let's go. That's they're panning there. Like in case you're like, what's up with my headphones?
El tipo pasa. It reminded me of that. Yeah. Sorry.
I ran it up just as high as I can and we did it for us, babe. I fell in love with the models of dance on a million no rush, babe.
That's some night.
So do I can't turn it down for my fans, they got planning for us, babe. Watch how we rap, then we land on the scam and roll out with a bunch, babe.
Whenever we saw him, like he walked up to stage like singing this. So he opened like his own show with Tony's song, which is pretty cool.
I ain't playing with none of these rappers, the man get the bustin', baby. Said I ain't playing with none of these actors, catch them while they startin', baby. Moving me like butter, baby. 2 to 3 closer, baby. Said she want love and I told her up and then we get the fucking baby. I like the oven, we ain't use no gloves, she want some every other day, yeah. Like I'm on the come up, them bitches get the jump instead of my rain parade, yeah. Sun rays off the rave, yeah. Tongue ring sexy lady. 4G's drop the chase, yeah. Love me pretty, baby. VV's dancing naked. Wrist so out of space, yeah. Rocks like Milky Way, it drop down so I can validate, yeah. All my thoughts can top out of major.
Yeah, so this song comes out April 7th.
April 7th, so that's a week.
Yeah, so then it repeats the chorus, but we gotta get this.
We gotta listen.
Oh, dude, he's so fucking good.
He got goosebumps.
Lyrically, it's so good. Look.
I wanted all of you, baby. You only gave me a piece. I was out here working for us, baby, but then you decided to leave. You kept me stuck on the leaves. Now it was all just a dream. So she was the problem I had to resolve and was anything inside of my lean. Trust becomes an issue, then we start a fight. I'd rather be all alone, ain't try to pay the price. So stupid and simple instead of just trying to fix it. We both go our separate ways. Why do we go through this phase? We don't be talking for days. I know how much you be missing me, baby. You know that I'm missing you too. But I'm tired of all the drama and I'm trying to tell the truth. I'm trying to pay attention, but really I gotta stay focused. The music is something that keep me alive and forever, baby. I'm hoping.
Dude, it's so good. Dude, I'm like so cheesy just because I'm like they're my friends, and it's so fucking good. It's really and like good. I've heard the song a lot way before. Okay, like you know, obviously,
yeah, because you started singing it.
Yeah. I'm legit friends. You know, we're friends. It's just like they're so good.
It sounds really good.
They're so.
And
good.
you were right. Not to put some.
Yeah.
Lower,
of course, it's not a competition,
but
and the thing is, he's the more known artist. So you as being the smaller one, you bring your A game,
right? Because you're trying to impress. Yeah, that's it.
And I feel like Choppa delivered.
He delivered.
It's so good.
It's good.
It comes out in not this Friday. So not the day. So the Friday that you're watching us today.
Yeah, no. So they're watching this on a Monday, April 3rd. So
yeah. So Friday.
For the Friday when you're watching this Friday, put it in your calendar. Chequenlo.
Yeah, dude, I'm so excited. This is so good. It's so good, and they're already asking me to help make promo stuff. So I'm like, I gotta help the boys out. Yeah, so we were so excited with that last track that we're all like, yo, let's talk to the man who put this together.
Yeah, we had to speak to his manager. And, you know, we had to fill some forms, and they're like, okay,
literally like. Cash in all my good favorite chicks.
Yeah, he was like, I guess he can give you like a minute or something because he's so busy right now.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Tony G is on the line.
Let's go.
What's up?
Yeah, this feels like a real radio show now. Yeah, Tony. So we just played the new song coming out. Oh my god, dude! It literally sounds like a fucking. Like a radio show.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, I mean, it's the podcast.
Just shows how professional we are, man.
You know. Well, we didn't go to school for nothing.
Wait, so am I the third caller? Do I win a prize?
No, unfortunately, you're the first caller, bro. Yeah. So no. Yeah, so we just played.
You called me.
Yeah. we just played the new song "Major" by produced by how would we say this? So you're the DJ Khaled to this song.
Yeah, so technically my role is the executive producer.
That's the one. Yeah.
Right, so because the producer would be the beat maker, which is West OG. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got you. So I actually have a very important question to ask on this one, and it's how did you put your ego aside to not make it you on that song? Ooh. Because getting a feature from Sam Knight was kind of a cool little thing that you made happen, you know? Mm-hmm, and then for you to put your ego aside to be all like, no, I think Choppa would be better on this. You know, it's kind of cool to see, you know, because you are a musician yourself. We're egoists, of course. We like to believe we're the best at our craft.
Like Kanye.
Right.
Yeah. So you could have been like Kanye, but instead you were like, nah, I love Jewish people.
I knew you were gonna say that.
And you were humble, and like you made the decision to get Young Choppa on this song, and boy did he deliver for you, because That Chapo's verse is so good on this song.
It is, hell yeah.
Yeah, like I was telling Danny, because like obviously I've heard it before, so I was like, dude, I genuinely, Sam Knight's the bigger artist here, but Choppa way like more memorable verse, So I was so excited to play this for him, and like honestly, like if you watch the video back, you're gonna see me cheesing the whole way because I know it's coming, I know how good it is, and answer my question: how was it for you to make that decision?
So it really wasn't an ego thing. It was just the fact that to be honest, I couldn't come up with anything for the song. So I first got the beat, because it fit my likeness in music. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
So I tried to write a hook, tried to write a verse, nothing. So I was like, you know what? Let me get Sam Knight. Maybe I got him to do the hook, and he said, you know what? Here's the verse too, because he liked it so much.
Nice.
So,
I was just telling him he actually opened his concert up with this song. Do you remember that?
I don't think he opened up with it, but I think he was very early on.
Whenever he was walking onto the stage, he was singing this song.
Was he?
Yeah, like just the chorus part, the like he was walking up to the stage to the chorus. Which was cool.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I recorded it, so I'm about to look back at it. But I thought it was like the second or third song.
No, because he played it with because Choppa went on stage with him. But I think just like the little walk was just like the intro to that song because of how cool and melodic it is.
Oh, so he didn't play the whole song.
No. It was just the chorus.
Oh, okay.
It was just while he was
gotcha.
walking onto the stage because remember he came in from the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did.
And the song is really great. I love it. It's going to be everywhere April 7th. And, I've been waiting because we've been asking when was this song going to come up. And I'm glad you finally got around to it.
Yeah. Because I showed it to you like in January? I think.
Yeah, it's been a while. A while. So I'm excited for you. Congratulations to both of you guys.
Thank you.
And it's cool that you guys got because I was telling everybody who Sam Knight was. And how he's coming up, and like in what they say about rising tides lifts all ships. Bam! I wrote that myself. Yeah.
You should make a shirt.
No way, that's a really famous quote.
I was like, really?
You're really good. Huh? Yeah.
So Tony number 1 is there, right?
No, he had a dip early, but I've shown him the song before.
Oh, okay, because I was gonna ask because I know you heard it before the concert.
Yeah.
But Tony first heard it live, with a live band.
Yeah, that is
and
true.
So this would be the first time him hearing the actual, the original song. So I'm gonna ask him how he thinks about it.
Well, it's on our Google Drive, so I'll tell him to listen to it. Yeah, but thank you for bringing it to us first. You guys get this actual special preview.
They do.
We played the chorus, Sam Knight's verse, and then Tony's verse. I mean, Choppa's verse. Choppa's verse. So, you guys got to hear bits and pieces, but now you guys have to go and stream the whole thing from beginning to end.
April 7th.
April 7th. If you don't know how to find them, it's Tony G or you can Young Choppa, and we'll be sharing it on all those social medias. We gotta support the guys. Yeah.
So just to be clear, I guess it is gonna be under Tony G and Young Choppa, so it'll be me and him as the main artist featuring Sam Knight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, which is the way I'm saying you're like the DJ Khaled of this group right now.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Well, we're glad like the song is just like freaking awesome, and I can't wait for people to hear it.
And we appreciate that you let us preview it here on the podcast too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, just know if we get claimed, we're fighting you.
Yes.
Both of us. At the same time. Yeah. So technically, we're jumping you.
Yeah. In a way.
All jokes aside, but I'm excited for you, bro. Like straight up, this is awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, if you have any more questions for him, Danny, or we think we're set.
What's the next step?
We gotta get him to perform.
Yeah.
or executive produce more songs, bro.
I want to see you. I want to see you perform live with Oscar. Reaching for the Door. I've actually been listening to that song throughout the week.
Oh,
like nice. I have it on my playlist. Great. I'm not saying like I go and play it over and over again.
You better.
But
makes me look good.
Well, yeah, but like I have like it comes up and I listen to it and I'm working and stuff and
Awesome.
That's where my productivity goes up too.
I like that.
speaking of, now that I have Major done and also my EP is like 99% done too, I can go ahead and start recording more material, which one of them is with Oscar.
Bam.
I get on BeatStars, dude. I'm about to quit the gym, man. I have no time for anything. I miss literally. I get on the BeatStars app and I look up for songs, but I'm just like I'm too tired to do anything, you know. But then again, this is gonna help everything because if I look better, people want to listen to my music more. It's
it helps.
Yeah,
but it helps. It helps. It really helps. It really helps.
Yeah, but whatever. I want to get back to making more music too. So. You guys really inspire me. I hope y'all know that, Tony.
Yeah, I haven't never seen him smile this much in a long time.
This whole episode has been fucking great.
Yeah.
We've been having so much fun. Well, Tony, we'll love to have you back later on whenever more stuff comes out and everything, and we'll talk to you later, bro.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool.
Take care, bro.
Enjoy the song. Play it when it comes out, April 7th, and watch the podcast.
Exactly.
Subscribe now. Hit the like button and whatever, all that YouTube shit.
Yeah.
Exactly. Listen to Tony G.
They know what's up. All right, bro. We'll talk to you later, right?
See ya.
Right,
bye.
Te bañas.
Well, there we have it. Give it up for Tony.
Tell me another podcaster that brings you your favorite musician live. Cállate. Cállate. No, you don't have to tell him. You don't have to tell me.
Well, how do you feel about that? You like?
It's good. It's really good, and I'm happy for you, and I'm happy for them. You know, I'm happy for you because you want to do music with them, and as you said, you know, if they do good, you know, you are with them. They tag you along. You can do music with them. It's something you've always liked. Yeah. So it's good to see.
And I've also.
I just want to say it's good to see someone you used to carry as a little baby.
Christ, I should have kept interrupting
little
you.
Tiny baby.
I should have kept interrupting you.
Now be a grown man that goes to the gym and sings with his buddies.
At the same time?
See, at the same time.
No, okay, I was going to say something else. Oh, I'm also basically like managing like video and art stuff too. So
and the photography.
Yeah, so I'm doing a lot of, like, you know, because I they're my friends. I like helping them out. And I just remembered I have to help design a shirt for for Chapa, and I have completely forgot about it. But it has to do with this song, so it's perfect timing. I gotta make sure I get on that. Yeah, but
so if you want to know, follow the social medias, do all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Just saying, you know.
So how did you feel about like our whole music segment? It was a really good one.
I think it's a good music segment.
It sucks because Tony's a huge music fan. For him to miss all this, you know, he loves Kanye.
He does.
But you know, he needs to like that job needs to be like have him closer to us.
You think we can call his boss and get him fired or something? No. So he can
maybe not fired, maybe like closer to us. We could try like
that works too. Yeah. I like that one better.
Yeah, something less drastic. All right. Okay. Wait, did we rate these beers? Yeah, we did. We did. Four and 4. Mm-hmm.
Better than what we had last week, Friday. If you don't know what we had last Friday,
go check it out.
Go check it out. It was wine. Just so you know.
I thought.
I should have said it was piss.
No, jeez.
No,
that was today's drinks. Today's drinks suck.
Well, I'm talking about last Monday.
Yeah,
last Friday.
You want to go through my
Let's go through
my random folders and stuff?
Do we want to talk about what the stuff we watched? Shazam, John Wick, and all that stuff. We didn't talk about that last week.
Forgot, and we need to cover these.
Yeah,
topics.
We need to talk about these.
So.
Without spoilers, I guess, and then we'll see if we have to.
Let's start off with like the worst one, then go towards the better one.
Okay, what's the worst one?
Shazam. Okay, so
you liked it though.
I think they're enjoyable watches. I don't think like there's compelling story writing. Right. You know, I think for what they are, and I always like, you know, with Shazam, I give it more of a
more
leniency because he's supposed to be a child. So actions carry less weight to them, you know. I feel like, you know, whenever we're breaking down stories and stuff like that, I feel that as far as writing, the main character who looks like an adult has to be acting like a child. Obviously, it's not going to be like, you know, taken as serious, and I feel like that's the way we should go in with this, you know.
But then again, a lot of movies that people really like also involve people. They weren't really children, but they were kind of high schoolers, like Lord of the Rings, Frodo in an old person.
But I don't think Frodo.
Harry Potter, he ain't an old person. He's so
no, that's not the same.
I know it's not the same, but
nowhere near the same.
But what I'm saying, like there is childish as in being immature, and then there is childish as being goofy in a movie. It feels like there's a difference between the two, a little bit. A little tiny bit. I think.
No, because I think like with Lord of the Rings, like visually, that it's not an old person. With Harry Potter, they're in school. That they're not. So I think when I'm talking about when he's Shazam, like whenever he's as the character.
Right.
A lot of the moments you'd be like, this is just so dumb. But it can also be like, like the leniency goes more towards, well, they wrote it as him being a child as an adult. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot harder to critique like the decision making and like all the other stuff like that.
I didn't really like me. I personally for that reason I wasn't really like, oh, I want to go see Shazam. Not even the first one.
Yeah.
That didn't really bother me in the movie because I didn't watch the first one.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering because you don't really know the characters.
Yeah.
either.
So in the second one, that didn't really bother me. I think for me it was the villains were kind of lame.
Yeah, they were kind of lame. Yeah,
so
I feel like you're right. Like I think visually, like when the dragon came out, and
I mean, obviously it's a DC
Warner Brothers
WB. They they're gonna deliver visually speaking.
Yeah,
but
yeah. So I think on that aspect alone, it's like I'm telling you because I think it's a fun to watch at least.
Yeah.
I think and. I have been talking about how from the Black Adam thing, how I thought it was stupid that he wanted Superman to be his counterpart. The guy who acts as Shazam, same thing. Like he came out and he actually spoke out against The Rock, which is kind of brave of him to do because the Rock carries weight in Hollywood.
Yeah, it's a Rock. Oh, it's because you said carry weight.
I'll give it to you.
You gave it. You put it right there. If I don't do it, they're gonna make fun of me on the comments.
Maybe.
Do it.
Make fun of him?
Yeah, make fun of me.
Yeah. No, I meant like... So what happened was he was supposed to... you know how I told... So it's because it's a thing. It's a spoiler. We tell who was actually there. But Shazam was supposed to come out at the end of Black Adam.
Instead of Superman.
Because that's his counterpart.
Right.
Black Adam is a bad guy. But The Rock wanted to center the whole DC universe around him. Mm-hmm. And, like, it made no sense as far as the characters go. And even, like, the guy who acted as Shazam was like, he's like, they had, like, a great part written for him, and he changed it. Like, he didn't want Shazam in that. Mm-hmm. So, whenever the ship was sinking, you can, like, Shazam and Black Adam having, like, interacted with the rest of the world that... They didn't have to be affected with the whole Snyder universe, but The Rock a fuerzas he forcefully wanted Superman to be his counterpart because he wanted to be more important. Like he ended up tying himself to the Snyder universe. So now if they get rebooted, like they say that they're like the Black Adam movie's on hold, it's probably not going to come back. So instead, he could have tied himself to Shazam. And hope for that success, and then hopefully try to like branch into like the new universe. But instead, they sang two different like storylines.
So we know for sure Shazam is not making it to.
They're not gonna make it.
They're not gonna make it just because of how much money it got, or.
Well, I imagine like it was already like on the cusp because it was made during the time with these other guys, and it's just like why would we just keep that along when we don't like the direction it's headed. And then not only that, The Rock didn't even want to be a part of it when he's the main villain to Shazam. So it's like, visually, like you can't even have it be because are you going to recast another Shazam? I mean, another Black Adam?
Too soon.
Yeah. So it's just like, it makes no sense. So you doomed two freaking characters, which is it made no sense because if you would have tied yourself to the other one, you could have been like, hey, like just piggyback on to the next generation, Right. And you keep The Rock, which is a fucking behemoth of like movies and like he does everything. I'm pretty sure to keep that name tied to the character, they would have kept it. But he wanted to be against Superman so badly that he fucked it.
But then again, could we also say, well, why didn't they just keep Superman and just made it happen? See where it goes.
No, because we know the new guy doesn't want Henry Cavill. Like he wants that whole.
Right.
Like,
yeah, he doesn't. But then like that's what I'm saying. Like one critique is to criticize The Rock for the ego of wanting to have Superman as his counterpart. The other would be to say, well, James Gunn could have just try and play with that instead. I mean, because they always talk about how like in the comics you have a main story and then you have all these like alternate universes of how things would have been if this had happened. Like, could you have done the same where like in the DCU, DCU, they just say, well, we're gonna do it different. We're gonna follow this kind of storyline instead.
No, I think just because of the fact that Marvel exists and it has such a good blueprint to how you do things.
They wanted to copy.
I'm pretty sure that's what to piggyback off.
They need to stop copying.
Yeah, I think so too. And the thing is, I prefer DC's characters.
And lately, Marvel hasn't been doing that great either.
Yeah, so it's just like I'm saying, like The Rock was clearly ego, and he because of that, I feel like Black Adam is doomed. The Black Adam movie was also like it was cool because of how violent it was. Because Black Adam was a bad guy,
right.
And it's just like it was a little different than the rest. So I was cool with that one, but now it's just like like it. I like being proven right. I think that's a big deal because I called it from the very beginning that it's stupid that Superman was there instead of Shazam, And then like now we have everybody talking about that, and I'm like, I was right. And it's just like at this point, I feel like like oh well. It's probably not going to continue. The movie's a fun watch. It's a good movie to watch at the theaters because it's so massive. Right. And I feel like they fly across the world a lot, which makes it cool.
Right.
I think like that. It's not as like in one spot the entire time. It shows you more about the real world, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Right.
Yeah. So I think.
Qué cosas.
Yeah. Overall, fun watch.
And then, bro, there was another release this week.
John Wick.
No, Mr. Vic.
Vic, yeah.
Mr. Vic.
Yeah,
dude, that was my favorite scene of the whole movie. I don't know why.
Dude, it's
without spoiling it.
Yeah, and the receptionist dude recently passed away too.
Oh, right,
right
he
before
did.
the release. This sucked.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Yeah, and his character was really cool in the movies. Yeah,
no, he's the one who was taking care of the dog too in the other movies. Yeah, it was about like the only friend John Wick had, kind of.
Visually, yeah, we got to see, because on this new movie you get to see some of his friends.
Oh, true.
Yeah, which is kind of cool.
True. Yeah, you do.
Yeah. So, tell me, what you think?
I like it. It's a good movie. What
do you think?
Where are you going?
Everybody was praising the hell out of it, and everyone was saying it was a 10. Like it's the.
I don't know that I would give it a 10. Maybe I'd give it a 9.
What's it missing?
There was one thing. Oh, it's not a bad thing. It's just like, how like in the first movie, he's just kind of like they're introducing the character. So he's kind of like, oh, I'm this kind of ex-assassin. They just killed my dog. I'm on revenge. And you're like, okay, that's cool. Mm-hmm. Then second and third movie, it's like, oh, there's this guy who's trying to get me to do something for him. And it brings me back to the old life. So then he kind of does, but then he gets betrayed. So he goes against the whole mafia. It's not a mafia, but I guess you could describe it as a mafia. Yeah. And then on 3, it's like, oh, well, obviously that's just a particular place. There's something above that. And it's like this guy in the desert, and that's the head. And then all of a sudden, this movie's like, no, there's another thing above. There's the high table.
Wait, hold on. What was the third?
And the third one, there is a guy, the Arabian dude in the desert. That's where he cuts his finger.
I saw that and I was like, dude, that's chicken Assassin's Creed.
Oh,
it's the exact same finger too.
They render it really good in the new movie.
I did notice that the finger was
if
gone.
You pay attention every time they show his hand, no finger, and it's really cool. But my thing was just like it just like.
You feel like there's always more.
Well, it felt like so let's say in the next movie he was. I'm not spoiling, so I'm just saying it like this. Let's say in the next movie he goes against the other people in the top. It's like, that's not it. There's another. It's like where at least give me some mention about the hierarchy in the other movies, so that at least I feel like you're not just coming up with more bad guys that are even worse and worse and worse. That's my only thing. Obviously,
I'd like to believe that they probably just didn't word it better, because I think these stories are like mapped out like in advance.
I think that also like, well, why would you want to hear about the guys even more above if you have a localized issue, right? Like, oh, this is part of, I don't know where they are, Europe or whatever. That's the issue there. Why would you talk about these other places that are all linked in some way. But it does the only thing. It just feels a little like okay, so what if the next time you beat these guys, there's gonna be another layer above?
Yeah, but I don't mind that as much because like right now, like when we're talking about My Hero Academia, like on the end of the season, we know that the world's bigger.
Right. It's the same thing. I did feel a little bit like that too, because it's like you have this guy who's all for one, who can take powers and give them to others, and that only affected Japan. It didn't affect the whole rest of the world. It makes me a little bit like hard to believe that this guy would just be like, I just want Japan. Like, no, I'm sure this guy wants to do that to the whole world. Yeah. So I think that
happens like in like pretty much every story.
It does.
Every story, like like when it comes down to creating a world that makes sense, it's just like
it's hard.
It's easier to tell a story localized.
Right. Right. It's hard. So I give them that. Like I can't expect them to create a whole world. I didn't know that
this was the last John Wick movie.
Me neither.
Which is crazy because like I didn't see it promoted because normally they tell you it's like the last
chapter or something.
Yeah. So this caught me off guard. Like I think like I would have
for y'all. It might not be the last movie.
No, I think by the time this is out, like people who love it, like we're not spoiling anything.
No, it's a great movie. Go watch it.
Yeah,
but it is the last John Wick movie. But there are they're doing more movies. I think there are 2 spin-offs.
Oh yeah.
Did you stay for the post-credits trailer scene?
I think I did.
Okay, well in the post-credits scene, you see one spin-off, and then there's gonna be another spin-off about another character from a previous movie, I think. So there's 2 spin-offs.
I don't think I watched the post-credit thing.
I don't think I didn't know. I stayed because a bunch of people were staying.
Watch it and not show them.
Yeah, they don't have to see it. But yeah, the post-credit scenes will spoil the movie a little bit.
Yeah.
But it
yeah, 'cause I think since I saw, I don't want to say anymore.
Yeah. So I wanted to say there's another thing from the movie that I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
And it's not really a spoiler because it's introduced in the third movie. It's really cool, but at the same time, it's kind of a little funny to see is the Kevlar suits.
Oh, the suits.
The suits.
Okay, hold on. Let's watch this real quick.
Okay, we're gonna watch the post-credit scenes because Oscar didn't get to see it.
And we're back. Dude, hell yeah,
right?
That would make sense. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, and dude, I think I mentioned it last time. I love whenever he runs out of bullets and he just throws the gun. Dude, like throughout the entire movie, every time it happens, it cracked me the fuck up because it's just like he looks at it, he's like, oh my.
It's really like all the choreography of the fights.
Dude,
it's really
from beginning
amazing.
to end.
Yeah, it is
great.
Was,
like action packed. This one I think obviously felt a little less like aimed towards like try to be as real as possible because the other ones felt more like like I like seeing that he gets his ass beat and then he limps everywhere he goes. This one I feel like he took an extra beating and
then he would just walk fine.
Yeah, it was like he still looked a little hurt, but it was like here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, and I think that it's similar with the suit. Like I really like. Because, in a gunfight and you're close range, it's like, how do you make a fight in a close range with guns? So once you add the suit, it's like, oh, I can just block the bullet kind of like a sword or an arrow. And it's like, okay, that's pretty badass.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's hard to believe that you can fling a jacket like all flimsy and it's going to stop a bullet and just flip it out.
Literally, when you lift it, if it goes, it's going to hit you.
Yeah. But like the thing is like, it's so like you can fold the jacket, but the bullet's just gonna.
Yeah, no,
but
it's like
cool.
It's like
I mean,
bulletproof vest that you break ribs still, So I feel like it's.
But I think how much shooting goes on back and forth. It looks like when the bullet hits the vest, you see the spark. So it looks kind of like it just bounces off.
Yeah.
So again. It's a love and hate.
Either that thing's absorbing a lot more than we know.
Yeah.
It's
just that it's a love and hate because it's really cool that it makes you wonder like how do you incorporate close combat with guns without just you got shot and you died.
I do love in the fighting scenes that they do. It's like a lot of grappling. It's a lot of really quick stuff. Like they're rolling a lot. So it's like it's not like they're staying put. Either.
Yeah, and it's not like every bullet hits.
Yeah,
most bullets don't hit.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like I can live with it. I love it. It's action packed from beginning to end. I like the scenes that they do like when they're shooting from above down. And like you see the walls and everything.
Yeah, it's like a video game.
Yeah,
almost.
It's so well done. I loved it. I told you whenever I got the movie, I was like,
it was a 10.
It's a 10 because like I think like normally when you end the series, you feel sad because it's like, you know, that doesn't seem good or realistic. Right. This felt good.
It was good.
You know, so it wasn't like I was like, why? You know, I'm happy with this.
I'm happy too. And I was saying, without spoiler, there's the scene where they're playing poker. I really love that scene.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know why. It's just
I like the guy that they picked felt like you were watching the Kingpin.
Yeah, that's the same thing I thought. I thought the same thing. It's like, this is Fisk right here.
Yes.
This is it. This is it right here.
Yeah.
And
you know, we're big Daredevil fans.
Yeah. But just like the way he laughed and everything,
off,
and it's just great. The scene, and then even like you see him like sweating on the side and everything.
Even if he was like a big boy, like the dude looked like he can move. Like, you know, like it wasn't like come on, you know, it felt like damn, like this dude's a tank.
Yeah. Brute force right there. So no, it was really good. It was cool.
Well, if you guys watched it, let us know what you thought.
Let us know what you thought.
It was so good.
It was good.
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, let's see. What else do we got?
What else do you have in that?
I'm glad like we've been agreeing. We haven't been fighting. You know,
hopefully something changes.
But you remember what we were talking about how I get tired of hearing people being like that The Last of Us is the greatest story ever told. I remember I gave my examples of what video games I felt had a better compelling story, and I was all like, well, hopefully they don't do one anytime soon because I feel like they'll ruin it. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Netflix Gears of War movie. You know, and they're I'm guessing like they're trying to get, or they got the guy who made like the Dune movie and the Doctor Strange movie. So obviously like big budget films and stuff. So hopefully like the Dune world building wasn't bad. I just think the story wasn't the greatest. So who knows? I'm nervous about this. I think Gears of War
has you have the recipe. The question is, can you follow the recipe?
Yeah,
because it's if you can build the world visually and in the intensity.
I feel like The Last of Us would have been a great example if they just had like 2 or 3 more episodes. So Netflix genuinely like gives you a lot of seasons for everything they do. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping this plays out good.
I hope so too.
It's kind of scary.
It's because
the thing is like
who would you rather see try to do Gears of War?
Amazon? Because with Lord of the Rings, we know that they can create a giant world with orcs and already. Yeah. The Uruks.
The gurus.
The gurus.
Yeah. No, I get you.
So we already know for a fact that they can do like a giant thing like this. Because for those of you who don't know, Gears of War is like, you know, humans greed or whatever, they keep digging for oil and stuff, and eventually they tap into another world below us. Right? They're tired of living down there. They bring up their hordes of monsters up here. So now we have to adapt and find a way to defend ourselves from these freaking monsters, you know? And it's so good because the storylines, they make you care so much about the characters.
Right.
You know? And it's like, you know, it's great storytelling with a lot of action, you know?
Yeah. I hope
I like that there is a character named Carmine.
Carmine.
Yeah, and like every there was like 3 of them. I think they were like all related. It was like their last name. Mm-hmm. And on the last one, they made people vote like, are we going to kill him or do we let him live?
Oh.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. Okay. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it ends up being better than I am expecting. But
I hope so too.
Yeah. Do you want to see a crazy video?
Let's watch a crazy video.
This is an Amazon worker. Like there's like a whole like cop scene going on, and this dude just like walks in there.
He's gonna deliver his package. I don't give
a dude. We know the horror stories that have came out that you're like, if you're running low, because their turnover rate, they'll fire you if you deliver packages late.
Right.
They got in trouble because people had like pee and like water bottles because they didn't want people to stop because they were just delaying their delivery times. You know, so like obviously Amazon's been like monstrous, like whenever it comes to how they treat their employees, because they're all like, we can just hire more people. You know, so it's funny that happens. You know, we get all these ugly stories, and then we see like a prime example of this worker is like, I have to drop off the box. Look at this.
Go Amazon.
See, everyone's I would want to know what is going on that like everything is like so closed off like that. Look, like the cops are like, yo.
I think the police just found out how they can. The police went and finished the delivery.
Hold on. He stops and takes a picture of it because he has to show proof that it's at the door. Look, hold on.
Amazon is this shit. Look.
Yeah, so this feels very much like freaking Stockholm syndrome.
The lady's having a blast too.
Yeah, because it's so bizarre to see it happen, you know.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, but I want to know what happened in the street. Now.
There's like so many questions we need to answer. First of all, we need to know who the hell this guy is.
What if it was? I'm not releasing the hostages until I get my Amazon package.
Oh, he's a
and he
hero.
just saved them.
Damn, fucking deserves a round of applause.
Just a round of applause. Oh,
yeah, yo, dude, you know how we always give props to Spotify whenever it does something good?
Do we?
Yeah, we do. They keep the people engaged, and I feel that
like all the wrap ups and
the wrap up, like they give us a little more whenever it comes to.
And then on April 7th, they'll post a great song that everybody can go check out.
Yeah, even though they pay the worst to the artist, Spotify pay them more. Okay. Like they came up with a new program. It's like an AI DJ.
An AI DJ.
Yeah. So Angela sent it to me and she's like, have you tried the Spotify AI? And I was like, it's this like another fighter just appeared. Yeah.
Another fighter.
Yeah. And she's like, yeah, it's literally just like a DJ. Like imagine like me being like, yeah, hey, he's like, you haven't been listening to blah 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 in a while.
Like it actually talks
to you. Yeah. Oh, and then it's like, yo, let's go ahead and play some of blah blah blah, you know? And like it was off to a good start. After a while, it kind of lost my vibe. Okay. But at the beginning, like I was like, I'm not bad. And I like that it goes and it shows you music that you haven't listened to in a long time because, you know, we always run into that issue when it comes down to Spotify's shuffle programs.
Right.
Because originally it was shuffling everything, but eventually you would run into, like, if you had a lot of the same thing, you'd be like, why isn't it shuffling? So then it changed its algorithm to how it would just shuffle one giant list and then just play off of that. But it would also lean into what's popping right now. So what has more plays, you know, what you would probably be into. So if nothing's changed in the last couple of days, you run into the same issue because it shuffles all the top songs to the top, you know? So this way is better because it groups songs by like genre. So it makes it easier to like be out like, oh, well, at least I'm getting different types of music, right? You know, so I don't hate it. It's wrong a lot of the times, so I'm just skipping through the song. So I'm hoping that it's gonna learn.
Oh, but you can skip through.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and then it's all like, yo, in 2019 you were listening to a lot of blah blah, and you haven't listened to them recently, so let's check them out again. And it plays the music. It's cool. Wow. You know. So you know. It's not stealing anyone's job because I don't really listen to the radio.
Yeah. I'm gonna check it out. If you haven't check it out. Check it out. Mm-hmm. Let us know in the comments and let us know if you did rediscover a song that you had long forgotten.
Yo, we got
Pikachu.
We finally, like, the last episode aired. Like they have been talking about how they were gonna retire after the season.
Okay.
And it just recently happened. 26 years. This dude has been around our lives. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about him a long time ago, though.
Yeah. But I just wanted it because I wanted to use this picture on the thumbnail.
That's the background.
Yeah.
Clever. See, it's not a live, it's in the podcast.
Exactly. So, and then, like, I like this image right here that they're, like, comparing them from, like, the original to now.
Oh, like the...
You know, so this is...
How they draw it?
Yeah, so this is, like, how the art has changed. You know, I think there was a while that they changed the. No, go back.
I like that version of Pikachu of Pokemon.
There is a while.
I like my mom now. I call everything Pikachu now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, but this is really nice to see. You know, and it's a nice ending. You know, from the beginning with the rainbow wings. He's a ho ho.
Oh,
I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, from the first movie.
So it's nice to see. You know, it's a good send off. I enjoy life of retirement at 10 years old, Ash, because he never aged a bit.
Yeah, he didn't really age.
Yeah, and now, dude, look at that.
Now this is not AI generated. Anybody?
It's definitely not.
No.
It's all like
this is where the Pope was coming from.
Oh, damn! He went to go see Sanders.
DJ Sanders.
DJ Sanders was like, I believe everyone just deserves healthcare. Boom.
No, bro, this is what's running the Spotify AI DJ. It's Bernie Sanders in the background.
Yeah. I was wondering why all my songs were like, you deserve better. Yeah. Well, that was cool. What the hell is this?
I have no idea.
Oh, dude. This video was freaking crazy. Look at this.
Oh, the tire?
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
Boom.
Bro.
Dude, can we like...
Bro.
Like, everyone survived. Don't worry, you guys.
Yeah.
The driver was fine. But let's see. Look, hold on. I want to see how high up it got. Dude.
That thing went...
That's like it's almost the size of the truck and the lifted truck. Well, like slanted truck.
Slanted truck.
What is that, like 6-7 feet in the air?
Let's just say 6 feet. Just say 6 feet.
It's fucking crazy.
Being generous.
Well, this back part is way up higher.
Oh, true.
It's gotta be like at least like 10
7 feet if we get the midpoint.
Midpoint? Like here?
No, like midpoint of the truck.
Wait,
No, of the flying car, the SUV, right there.
Right here?
Yeah. Let's just say 7 to 8 feet. That's crazy though. Like I because sometimes I'm driving and it says like, oh, watch out and this and that, and I'm like,
yeah.
This proves like you can be driving perfectly fine and like you can be the best driver ever. Something can happen. Like obviously this is not gonna. I mean, hopefully not all the time, but this is supposed to be a rare occurrence. But
not gonna lie, I'm so also impressed on how well it survived. You know. Look, he's still driving.
And the freaking tire still went back.
Yeah. Dude, I saw that earlier, and I was like, dude, the tire hit him 2 times.
What the? It's like from Mario Kart with the little
the turtle. Yeah,
that follows you.
Dude, 2 things. Either they didn't tighten the lug nuts, which I doubt. I think it's probably more of a bearing. You know, your bearings are like will hold in place and spins for those of you who don't know, and that is crazy. Can you imagine like random? Like the crazy part is like they might have been driving the speed limit, but at 60 miles per hour, when the tire comes out, the rim was on it.
Right.
So it went over with the rim. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, because he rolled forward and he just sprang up.
Yeah, it's like it literally like and it looks like it was kind of centered too.
Yeah.
Because if it was off, it would have like shot off in a different
on the other lane or something.
That is crazy, and thank God they survived.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
dude,
I guess most of the damage
crazy.
was from landing back,
yeah,
and especially upside down. Wow, there was that other video. This was a while ago. There was that one tire. It was hopping on the middle of the 2 lanes, and then it like hit one car right in the front.
Yeah, that is freaking crazy. And I, maybe not saying that maybe it's happening more frequently, but I just think it's just because we have more cameras everywhere that we get to see him more often.
People have dash cams in their car. Do you have a dash cam in your car?
No, but I thought about it.
Yeah,
I do it whenever I have trips. Maybe the GoPro.
Oh, yeah.
For the time lapse.
Yeah.
And well, let's get to our very last story. Yeah, because I don't feel like talking about any of weird TikTok stuff. Yeah, if you watch the TikTok trials, it's just like it shows
the TikTok trials.
Yeah,
why not call it the TikTok gate? No,
TikTok gate.
No,
yeah,
no.
TikTok get in because people are so scared. Yeah. So Utah becomes the first state in the U.S. to ban social media for children under 18 without parental consent, which is going to do absolutely nothing because kids lie on their social media profiles. I was 18 long before I was really 18 online. So it's like, I don't think it's going to do much. And I just don't like the fact that it's Utah.
Because that's where Zion is.
No, I want to go to Zion.
Okay.
No, it's just because it's a Mormon run. Like the government is run by the Mormons.
Okay.
It's literally like it's just controlling the people even further.
Welcome to you.
And the problem with the Mormon community is like, if they don't like you and they excommunicate you, so you can't even talk to your family.
Like Mr. Vic.
Yeah. Like imagine. Yeah.
It's like you're out of the church, and now it's like everybody's looking at you. You have 1 hour. And you're running through Zion. And everyone's just looking at you, looking at their watch, waiting for the timer.
Yeah. Whoa, I like this analogy.
That's the side story?
Yeah.
Out of Mr. Vic.
Oh, that's the spin-offs?
The spin-off.
Escape from Zion?
Yeah, Escape from Zion.
Trademark that shit.
Yeah.
ChatGPT, write me a story, man.
Escape from Zion.
Yeah.
For children 18.
Yeah. Well, look, I see the benefits of reducing the time consumption for kids, but
that's the parents thing.
Exactly.
Bro. That's
no. That's where I was heading.
Yeah, I know. You were heading on the other direction. I just jumped in you.
What? We were going the same direction.
No, I'm saying like you were like that's what I'm saying. Like first you went like I get this, and then you went to do that, and I just went and said
Oh, yeah, I get you.
I hit you like that tire.
You didn't let me finish my proposal.
Yeah.
Instead, you were all like, you're wrong. Yeah. No, but the thing is, like, the idea is basically taking consent away from the parents, too.
Right.
You know, because, like, if you want to be, like, a lousy parent and let them be on there, like, 24/7, that's on you still. You know? This is, like, literally, like, they always talk about wanting less government, especially in Utah.
Right.
And then for them to impose, like, rules like that to everybody's kind of crazy.
It is. And then what happens if... So what happens if the kid...
The parents probably have to pay a fine.
Pay a fine. Yeah, I figure.
Yeah, well... Oh, well, just stay out of Utah unless you're going to Zion. That's literally... Everybody, like, you know... It's just like... It's a super Mormon-run community.
Really?
So if you're doing anything slightly against what they believe in, it's just better not be there. Yeah. And it just concludes the Unqualified Gurus.
We're so sorry.
Podcast.
We know you were having a blast.
How many more episodes to 100?
We need 6 more. But if they don't subscribe, we're not recording it. We'll go from 99 to 101. We'll just mislabel it.
Dude, that's so good. It's just like whenever I think there was highways that stopped like doing like the 666 marker on the mile marker,
right.
Because they were like or like I think on the floors, the 13th floor.
Yeah, the 13th floor.
Yeah,
they skip it. We're gonna have to.
Yeah.
No, but andale, subscribe. You were here for an hour and 20 minutes. We gave you good music. We gave you compelling movie reviews.
Yeah,
and we told you where not to take your children under 18 if you're going to have them use their tablet while you drive. So, information,
dude,
entertainment.
We deliver every time, bro. Like, we do not miss. That's what our podcast, our intro says. It was like a girl, like, on the girl, she's like, I believe in astrology. She's like, it doesn't miss.
Oh,
and that was on the intro. Yeah.
And then Obama.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about reworking the intro song. So if there's any like moments that we've said something that you love, let us know.
If there is a phrase from any of us three that you're like, I remember Oscar saying this, or Tony or Daniel saying this particular phrase, say, I remember when they said this, and put it in the comments. What's your favorite phrase?
Maybe we'll get the phrase when Danny was like, I love eating feet.
I don't think I said that.
You didn't?
No. That was off camera.
Yeah, like there's no evidence.
No.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Danny, we fucking knocked this one out the park, man.
We knocked everything
Even with
out
fucking
the park.
Tony abandoning us, man.
Yeah. I was saddened at first, but then the music, woke me up, and I was like, you know what? Screw Tony.
And don't forget, Friday. Make sure you check out the song, because, we got to support the guys.
And you'll enjoy it. It's a good song.
Yeah.
As you heard it here.
Well, I think that's it.
So
follow us on all our socials.
All our social medias. And, let us know if there's something you want us to talk about on the next episode of the Unqualified
Dragon
Podcast.
Ball Z.
That también. Go watch Dragon Ball if you are looking to get into anime. Peace
out. Put them on backwards?
Yeah, I did. Like when fucking Fortnite.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like what?
That was so weird. It's like, it was running that way, and I'm like...
That's so funny.